Hi there, a very good morning, good afternoon to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This Simply Stocks, and today's video is a multi-bagger pick from my end, which I believe can be big over the next few years. So we'll discuss about that. Let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation, and I'm not a member of the NSE and BSC. All my discussions are purely on the basis of my experience into the market over the last 10-12 years. So kindly do consult your financial advisor before taking any calls seriously on this and taking any decisions of trading or investment. Before I talk about this company, here's a small request: kindly support me on Patreon or WhatsApp or on YouTube. And once you do that, you'll have access to my portfolio, my watch list, and a number of podcasts, number of things that I talk about the domestic, global economies, different companies, and whatever queries you'll be having, I'll be answering that. So coming to the screener website, I'll discuss about this company. So the company in question here is from the pipes domain, and it is Prakash Pipes Limited, a very interesting company. Why I have chosen this company, I'll tell you in a bit. But let's see what the company does. So basically, it is engaged in the manufacturing of PVC pipes and fittings and packaging products, and it was incorporated in 2017. If we see in detail, then it is a PVC pipe and fitting business is around 61% of their business totally, and the segment remains flat between FY22 to 24, but it is mainly due to the fall in realizations, and the sales volume grew to 35%, but eventually bottom line hasn't grown that much. Plus their 39% business comes from flexible packaging. That's their business. So the company provides flexible packaging, lamination, etc., printing inks, and so on and so forth to different companies. So that's what the company does. This segment grew by around 23% between FY22 to 24, and is driven by sales volume and many other factors. In terms of geographical split, UP and Uttarakhand is around 54% of their business, Delhi NCR 28%, Haryana 14%, Punjab and Himachal is pretty less. So overall, they are completely based out of India, a domestic oriented company, and the company has two manufacturing facility in Kashipur, Uttarakhand, with a protection capacity of around 60,000 mtpa of pipes and 19,200 mtpa of flexible packaging. So that's what the company is doing. And in fact, with the construction projects on the back foot for the last 6-8 months, these kind of companies which were into pipes and construction has not been doing that well, but now things are coming back into focus. The stock is trading around 430 now. There are a couple of interesting points in here. The company has a market cap of 1000 crores, 1030 crores. So again, it's a micro cap, so be extremely careful in here. But when we discussed about in market Gurukul yesterday, in our second video, and you can check that video out also in the video's description, I discussed about the fact that whatever the company is growing at, if the company is growing consistently with that and the company is good, then the PE should be double of that. Now, if you look at the numbers, if you come to the numbers in the December quarter, they did 192 crores of sales versus 158 crores. That's a 20% jump in sales, and they did around 20% jump in profitability as well, with margins remaining stable. So a company that is growing at 20%, if you look at year on year growth also, it has been, although sometimes it has been only around 10%, but normally it has been more than 20%. Here it was nearly 30%. Even in FY25, hopefully they are going to do around more than 25% or so. 135 crores is expected, so nearly 26-27%. And so and the company is currently trading at a PE of 10-11. That is one thing that has really caught my mind, that on a PE basis it is extremely reasonably valued, and only time will tell, it might be extremely undervalued. So let me check, or let's just check whether on a PE basis the company is over or undervalued. Now on a PE basis, on a 5-year basis, the average comes out to be 8.8, and currently the stock is trading at around 10.5, so slightly stretched. But on the same line, if you look at the numbers, they are growing decently, so they are growing at 20%. So if there is any 10-15% downside from here, that would be a good opportunity to look at it more closely. In terms of market cap to sales, I believe that it has run up, but overall market cap to sales 0.7 on a 5-year basis, trading at around 1.3, so slightly stretched here. Again, another 10%, it will be dipping closer to 1 times market cap to sales. And remember, being a small cap company, one or two big orders could really change the fortune of these kind of companies. Again, now the fact remains, if the business goes down, then it goes down heavily on the downside. If you look at the reserves and borrowings, so the reserves have grown substantially over the last 7-8 years. And if you look at it over the last 6 years, from zero to around 380 crores. In terms of borrowing, it's around 58 crores, so this looks good. Cash from operating activity has consistently grown, which is a very good sign, from around 14 crores all the way to 120 crores. And investing activities is in negative, which is a good sign. From financing activity, it is not quite hugely positive. So they have taken some loan, but that's not big considering the kind of reserves that the company has. In terms of cash conversion cycle, it has remained stable around 50 to 55 days, which is a good sign. In terms of promoter holding, it's remained stable at around 44%. There is a little bit of FIA holding. Remember, FIIs have sold, as in many stocks over the last 6-8 months since September 24. FIIs have sold into these companies. DIIs have remained stable in there, and there is a fair share of public shareholding that's there, with a little bit of large shareholders, large players getting into it. So a typical microcap company, a kind of stuff we are seeing here with them in terms of shareholding pattern. And once this FIA holding starts going up, then the share price will also rocket. But at the same time, the numbers need to improve even further. So what I'm hoping for is that with this capex cycle that is going to probably improve in the next 2-3 years, the company should produce better numbers, and trading at a PE of around 10 is very reasonable. So if you say in FY26, so currently they are having an EPS for the year, if I look at it, 20.6, if I add this up, so it's around 20.7 and 10, so that's around 30.3 is the EPS. If I take the next quarter, if I say that they're going to grow by 20%, then we are going to see, I think, 12 rupees of EPS in here. And if that is the case, then we are looking at around 42-43 rupees of EPS, and the stock is trading at around 1026. So in terms of FY25, we are looking at a interesting sort of P for the company for the year. For the year, I think we are looking at 42-43 rupees of EPS, and I think that is going to grow to around 50 rupees of EPS going forward. So it's trading at a very reasonable valuation. So if I look at it here, around 10 times it is trading at, and 50 rupees of EPS will again make it around just over 8 times, 8.5 times. So on 1 year forward basis, the company is looking fine. Again, I won't say that you put in all the money in here right now. Analyze this company deeply. If you can go deep into con calls and all their, you can say, interviews, if you can find out, you'll have a better understanding as to how the management quality is, how things pan out. But overall, the company is looking very interesting. Our video on Prakash Bhai. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you get my videos straight away when I post it. And kindly do support me on my other ventures as well, on travel channel that I have opened up on travel, as well as on funny cat videos. You can check that out. The link will be in the comment box in a while. and do support me here by subscription. The subscription level is low, so kindly do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.